Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Mark Hyman, and tonight I want to share something truly vital with you. So many seniors are spending thousands each year on pills, eye drops, new glasses, and expensive treatments, all while the pharmaceutical industry reaps the profits. Yet the real solution might be right there in your kitchen, often overlooked. You see, many of you have been led to believe that vision loss is an inevitable part of aging, that blurry evenings, dry, irritated eyes, or cloudy mornings are just something you have to learn to live with, but that's simply not true, and scientific research is increasingly proving it. There are specific common foods you can eat before bed that actively help your eyes repair themselves as you sleep. Of course, you won't hear this from the major corporations because healthy eyes don't require prescriptions. Meanwhile, the damage often continues to worsen. You wake up with dry, gritty eyes, headlights transform into dangerous starbursts, reading becomes exhausting, and driving at night can feel terrifying. This isn't just uncomfortable, it puts your independence at risk. But here's the wonderful news. I'm going to guide you through a powerful countdown of 8 foods that can genuinely transform your vision starting tonight. In today's video, I'll reveal 8 remarkable foods that can help restore your eyesight, foods that get to work while you're asleep. I'll share them in ascending order of power, leading up to the number 1 food, which is supported by a long-term study demonstrating a 53% reduction in vision loss over a decade. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Please tell me in the comments what vision issues are most troubling you right now. Is it blurry night vision, dryness, or difficulty reading? And what do you typically eat before bed? I'll be reading every single comment and offering personalized tips. All right, let's start our countdown with food number 8, and I promise you it's one most people never even consider. Number 8 is the humble sweet potato. Now, most people don't realize just how powerful this unassuming root vegetable truly is. Sweet potatoes contain a unique form of beta-carotene that your body naturally converts into vitamin A. And here's the fascinating part, much of that conversion process occurs while you're asleep. Just 1 cup of sweet potato provides approximately 21,000 international units of vitamin A, making it one of the richest natural sources available. This isn't just food for your body, it's essential nourishment for your eyes, especially during the night when they are actively working to repair themselves. When you consume sweet potatoes before going to bed, something remarkable begins to happen within your body. Approximately 2 hours after your meal, your liver initiates a process where the beta-carotene from the sweet potato travels through your bloodstream and makes its way to your eyes. There, specialized cells in the retina utilize it to rebuild rhodopsin, the very protein that enables you to see clearly in dim light. Researchers at the University of Wisconsin studied 300 seniors over 6 months and made an incredible discovery. Those who ate sweet potatoes just 4 times a week improved their contrast sensitivity by 32% and reduced symptoms of night blindness by 28%. Here's why. During REM sleep, when circulation to the eyes naturally increases by about 40%, that concentrated beta-carotene goes straight to work, repairing tiny bits of damage in your macula, the central part of your eye responsible for sharp, detailed vision. To maximize these benefits, the preparation of sweet potatoes is crucial, and it's where many people make mistakes. They should be steamed or baked with the skin left on for 35 to 40 minutes at 375-degree fire. This temperature protects the delicate compounds while softening the vegetable for optimal absorption. Adding a teaspoon of coconut oil or grass-fed butter boosts absorption by up to 400%, since beta-carotene is fat-soluble and requires healthy fats to be properly utilized. Eat 1 medium sweet potato approximately 90 minutes before bedtime, and always include the skin as it contains special antioxidants that protect your optic nerve against oxidative stress during sleep. Avoid microwaving sweet potatoes, as studies from Cornell University found that it destroys up to 60% of their valuable compounds. Now let's move on to the next vision-repairing food. Number 7 is wild-caught salmon. This fish contains a potent blend of omega-3 fatty acids and astaxanthin that acts like a dedicated repair team for your aging eyes as you sleep. The specific type of DHA in salmon, known as docosahexaenoic acid, constitutes about 60% of the fatty acids in your retina. While you rest, your body uses fresh DHA to restore damaged photoreceptor cells. This pink-hued fish provides approximately 4,000 milliliters of omega-3 in a single serving. However, what truly makes it exceptional for eye repair is its astaxanthin content, the very pigment that gives salmon its color and provides powerful protection against blue light damage. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 850 seniors for 2 years and discovered that eating wild salmon twice a week lowered the risk of advanced macular degeneration by 68%. Those who consumed salmon before bedtime saw even greater improvements, including a 74% boost in tear production and a 56% drop in dry eye symptoms. The key to these results is choosing wild-caught salmon instead of farmed, because wild varieties contain 5 times more astaxanthin and 40% more omega-3s. A portion of about 4 ounces, eaten approximately 2 hours before bed, is ideal when lightly seasoned with turmeric and black pepper, a combination shown by UCLA research to increase anti-inflammatory effects by 300%. Bake it at 325 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes until it flakes, but avoid overcooking as high heat destroys the fragile omega-3s. And be sure to steer clear of Atlantic salmon, as nearly all of it is farmed and contains only about 20% of the vision-protecting nutrients found in wild Alaskan salmon. Pair your salmon with a small serving of quinoa or brown rice to help stabilize your blood sugar throughout the night. This prevents sudden spikes of inflammation that can harm the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. Now let's move on to the next food that supports vision repair while you sleep. Number 6 is goji berries. These vibrant red berries from the Himalayas have been cherished in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years, particularly for their eyesight-protecting qualities. Today, modern research clearly explains why they are so effective. Goji berries boast the highest amount of zeaxanthin of any food in the world, about 15 times more than any other source. This crucial carotenoid accumulates in your macula as you sleep, forming a protective shield that defends your eyes against age-related damage. Just 1 ounce of goji berries provides 28 milligrams of zeaxanthin, which your body utilizes during the deepest stages of sleep to rebuild the macular pigment that filters out harmful blue light and protects against oxidative stress. A study from the Beijing Institute of Ophthalmology tracked 150 seniors who consumed goji berries daily for 90 days. Their macular pigment density increased by 26%, and their vision improved by an average of 2 full lines on the standard eye chart. Those who ate their berries in the evening experienced 40% better results than those who ate them in the morning, because absorption peaks at night when digestion works more efficiently. To gain the maximum benefit, eat exactly 1 ounce of organic goji berries approximately 90 minutes before bed. You can soak them in warm water for 10 minutes or mix them into plain Greek yogurt. Soaking helps soften the skin and releases the active compounds, which boosts absorption by 200%, according to researchers at the University of Sydney. However, do not eat goji berries with coffee or green tea, as tannins can block up to 70% of zeaxanthin absorption. If you're taking blood thinners or diabetes medication, start with half an ounce, as goji berries may interact with those drugs. The best way to enjoy them is by combining goji berries with a tablespoon of raw almonds, which add vitamin E. Together, they work to shield your retinal cells from oxidative damage while you sleep. Now we're moving into the even more powerful vision-restoring foods. Number 5 is organic egg yolks. These are nature's richest and most absorbable source of lutein and zeaxanthin. Your body can take in these vital nutrients up to 5 times more effectively from eggs than from plant foods. The deep orange yolks from pasture-raised hens contain as much as 12 times more lutein than eggs from standard farms. When consumed before bed, these protective compounds travel directly to your macula, where they build up in precise layers that block harmful light from damaging your vision. Each yolk provides about 200 micrograms of lutein and 215 micrograms of zeaxanthin. What makes them particularly powerful are the natural phospholipids they contain. These act as carriers, efficiently moving the nutrients across the blood-retinal barrier while you sleep. In a 12-week study at Tufts University involving 200 seniors, 2 organic egg yolks eaten before bed raised macular pigment density by 38% and improved contrast sensitivity by 42%. Interestingly, the cholesterol in egg yolks, once thought of as harmful, actually plays an important role. It helps deliver fat-soluble vitamins directly to the optic nerve during the body's nightly repair cycle. Participants in the study also experienced a 51% drop in glare sensitivity and noticed a much better ability to distinguish between similar colors. The best way to consume them is 2 organic yolks from pasture-raised chickens about 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. Prepare them as a soft scramble at low heat for no longer than 3 minutes. The diet of the hens matters too. Birds fed on greens and insects produce eggs with 10 times more omega-3 and 15 times more vitamin A than factory-farmed eggs. Cook the yolks gently with a teaspoon of grass-fed butter or ghee, stirring constantly to protect the fragile lutein molecules that begin breaking down at temperatures above 160 degrees Celsius. Avoid high heat or cooking them until firm, because that destroys up to 70% of these vision-protecting compounds, according to the American Egg Board. A pinch of Himalayan pink salt and fresh black pepper can improve mineral absorption, but don't add milk or cheese as these can block carotenoid uptake. Now let's continue on to an even more powerful food for overnight eye repair. Number 4 is bilberries. These small dark purple berries are so potent for vision that British Royal Air Force pilots relied on them during World War II to sharpen their night vision. Modern science has now confirmed those results, showing that the benefits are even stronger in older adults. Bilberries from Northern Europe contain 15 different anthocyanins that work synergistically to regenerate rhodopsin in retinal cells up to 3 times faster than any other food. The key compounds in bilberries, especially delphinidin and cyanidin, are able to cross the blood-brain barrier while you sleep. Once there, they accumulate in the visual cortex and improve how signals move from the eyes to the brain. A major study published in the European Journal of Ophthalmology followed 400 seniors with early macular degeneration and found that those who took bilberry extract before bed slowed disease progression by 73% over 2 years. Participants showed a 67% boost in night vision, a 49% drop in eye fatigue, and 28% even reported being able to read without glasses for the first time in years. To gain these repairing effects, take 1/4 cup of fresh bilberries or one standardized capsule with 160 mg of anthocyanins exactly 2 hours before bedtime. Always choose organic berries and eat them raw, since cooking destroys about 40% of their valuable compounds. You can gently mash them to release more of the pigments. Frozen bilberries are also excellent. In fact, freezing breaks open the cell walls and raises anthocyanin levels by 20%. Be sure to thaw them fully and drink the juice along with the berries. Timing matters too. Bilberries should be eaten on an empty stomach or with a small serving of plain yogurt, since protein helps the body absorb anthocyanins while carbohydrates can cut absorption in half. Avoid combining them with citrus fruits or vitamin C supplements, as these break down the compounds before they can reach your eyes. For added benefit, pair bilberries with a tablespoon of raw walnuts, which provide omega-3s that double the anti-inflammatory effects. We are now moving into the top 3 most powerful foods for restoring vision. Number 3 is black currants. These dark berries carry the highest levels of vitamin C and GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, of any fruit, making them a unique combination for repairing the retina during your deepest sleep cycles. They hold 4 times the vitamin C of oranges and 20 times the anthocyanins of blueberries. What truly sets them apart for vision health is their rare omega-6 fatty acid, which your body converts into strong anti-inflammatory compounds that directly target eye tissue. A single cup of black currants provides about 300 mg of vitamin C and 800 mg of GLA. Together, these help rebuild the collagen in your cornea and reinforce the tiny blood vessels that nourish the retina. Research at King's College London followed 500 seniors for 18 months and showed that eating black currants before bedtime improved visual sharpness by an average of 45% and lowered eye pressure by 32%. Among participants with early glaucoma, 78% saw stabilization or even reversal of optic nerve damage. The best approach is half a cup of fresh black currants or 2 tablespoons of blackcurrant seed oil about 90 minutes before sleep. Combining them with a little full-fat cottage cheese can boost GLA absorption by 350%. Fresh currants should be lightly crushed to break open the seeds and left for 5 minutes before eating to activate their enzymes. If using the seed oil, which is 20 times more concentrated in GLA, mix it with the cottage cheese in a blender so the nutrients are delivered straight to retinal tissue. Do not heat the berries or the oil, as GLA breaks down quickly with warmth. Timing also matters. GLA metabolism peaks between 2 and 4 a.m., the very hours when the body produces the least natural anti-inflammatory signals. For best results, avoid taking them with iron or red meat, since iron blocks up to 60% of GLA conversion. Now we come to number 2, saffron. This spice contains croquin and crocatin, 2 powerful compounds that scientists at the University of Rome found can actually reverse age-related macular degeneration by bringing damaged photoreceptor cells back to life. Known as the world's most precious spice, saffron carries these unique carotenoids in a form that crosses the blood-retinal barrier and concentrates exactly where the macula has been harmed during sleep. Just 20 milligrams, about 15 strands, are enough to trigger repair that increases retinal sensitivity by up to 80% within 90 days. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Translational Medicine followed 100 seniors with moderate AMD who took saffron before bed for 6 months. The results showed reversal of drusen deposits and an average 2-line improvement on the Snellen eye chart. Imaging confirmed that photoreceptor cells once thought dormant began functioning again after 3 months of nightly saffron use. To get these remarkable results, steep 15 to 20 saffron threads in 4 ounces of warm whole milk or unsweetened almond milk at 140 degrees for 15 minutes. Drink it exactly 1 hour before bed. This temperature draws out the crocin without destroying it, while the fat in the milk forms micelles that carry the compound safely to the retina. Add 1 to 4 teaspoons of raw honey and a pinch of cardamom, which research shows boosts absorption by 400%. Never use boiling water or heat saffron above 150 degrees Celsius, as this destroys most of the active compounds within seconds. Always choose high-quality Spanish or Kashmiri saffron with deep red strands. Cheaper versions contain only a fraction of the active ingredients. Time your serving so you are lying down within 90 minutes because the horizontal position increases blood flow to the eyes by 25% and improves delivery to the macula. Now we arrive at the number 1 most powerful food for repairing your vision while you sleep. Number 1 is raw cacao. This stands above all the others as the most powerful food for overnight vision repair. It contains epicatechin, a flavonol that Harvard researchers found can raise blood flow to the retina by 150% and stimulate the production of new mitochondria in aging photoreceptor cells. And let me be clear, this is not the processed cocoa you see in stores. It's the raw, unroasted cacao that holds over 700 compounds working together to restore every part of your visual system while you sleep. The epicatechin in raw cacao activates a protein that switches on genes responsible for creating new neurons. The cacao must be certified organic and processed under 118 degrees to protect the sensitive compounds, and it should have at least 12% fat content indicating proper fermentation. Never use Dutch processed cocoa or anything labeled simply as cocoa powder, since the alkalization process completely destroys the epicatechin. Stir in a teaspoon of MCT oil or virgin coconut oil to create a slow release effect, keeping blood levels steady through the night. Timing is critical because epicatechin works in sync with your circadian rhythm, reaching its peak effectiveness between 1 and 3 a.m. when your body naturally carries out its most intense repair work. When combined with the other foods on this list, raw cacao creates a powerful synergy that can transform eye health in ways that once seemed impossible. Begin by adding the top 3 foods first, then gradually include the rest as your body adjusts to the extra nutrients. Consistency is more important than perfection. Even starting with raw cacao alone can bring noticeable improvements in just 2 to 3 weeks. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which foods have you found to help or harm your vision the most? Have you ever tried changing your bedtime diet to support your eyesight? Share your experiences in the comments. I'll be reading them.